Good morning, afternoon, or evening PASS event. Thank you for tuning in for our July 21st Monday Morning Madness with me, Betty Allen, Max the Wonder Dog from Ace ALC Apartments, and
Joyce Thornton from Wittenberg Apartments for news you can certainly use about upcoming activities and events and are all around our cool campus. There's so much to hear, you might want to take notes.
That's true. Or watch again when it's broadcast each Monday at 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m. And you can find it on YouTube anytime, day or night. Quick note about Max the Wonder Dog. Thanks to all of you that commented on the fable I wrote for my creative writing class here at PASS event and read to patients in Allegheny. It was about Max, my rescue dog, entitled Max the Ferocious Barking Dog, which is on our YouTube, only it's listed there as Max the Wonder Dog. It seems that Max has become much more friendly since people have heard the story and doesn't bark quite as much. The fable, of course, is part true, part fiction, and of course it has a moral at the end, like all fables, and also has animals with human characteristics such as talking. I'm sure you can tell which parts are true again, though, and which parts are fiction. You might want to think about joining the creative writing group, which will inspire you to write fiction, nonfiction, poetry, and other genre, like it inspired me. For the summer, it meets on Tuesdays at 3:15 in the Creative Arts Room, so check the Aspire catalog for more details.
Except for news on Max, you can find most of these announcements with details daily on Channel 900 and in the Life and Times every other Monday, as well as our current Aspire Summer catalog with inserts featuring our famous train room on the cover. Don't forget our local railroaders still need your help in creating a collector's wall of metal train signs for only $10 or $15 each. So check out the catalog in the train room and choose one or more you wish to see on the wall. It's open Wednesdays from 9 to 12 and by appointment. Hint, any grandchild visiting would really love to visit it and hear Dave Reckless or Bob Dickinson tell about it. Make an appointment ahead of time with Dave or Bob at the reception desk.
Yes, and I saw a couple with their grandchildren there the other day, and those kids were just really into it. Now, can you believe July is almost over? I heard week after next will definitely bring some real sizzling summer weather, including more rain, which keeps those flowers blooming. I'm sure Max the Wonder Dog is going to need another summer cut soon to help him stay cool in the upcoming weeks. How about you? Did you get a summer cut too? Well, as you can probably tell, his mama Betty got one also.
Everyone, please note, all of the events we mention, as well as contact numbers, can be found in the Life and Times, the Aspire catalog, and our Channel 900, which runs announcements 24 hours daily. And of course, you can always watch Monday Madness again on PASS Event YouTube. So there's no excuse for anyone here at PASS Event not enjoying at least a few of the activities or events that are just a few steps from your home. You'd be surprised at some other interesting videos starring residents living among us. Please go explore if you have access on your computer or your cell phone. And now, have a pen and paper handy for the following from Betty, which happens to be some of the yummiest, interesting, and least expected dining announcements of the day.
Thanks, Joyce. Starting July 23rd at 11:30 a.m., chocolate peanut butter bark will be for sale in the bistro. Yummy, yummy, yummy. That will be like having Christmas in July. Jot down the date, July 23rd, 11:30 a.m.
I'm putting it on my calendar.
Then the next week, on July 30th, there is a Be Well tasting event. It will feature, get this, blueberry lemon frozen yogurt bites. Yum, yum. At 11:30 a.m. in the bistro. What a cool way to end our hot days in July. Again, it will be 11:30, July 30th.
I'm going to get there early.
Okay, now the most important dining announcement of all. Be ready to write down the place and date of this next bit of information that many of you probably didn't expect. Drum roll, please. Our dining department has really listened to our concerns. They realize they must do a better job of reporting to us about quality measures and the new steps they are taking to do just that. And now the particulars. Mark your calendars now for the new Dish on Dining, Friday, July 25th at 2 p.m. in the game room. Do you think they're just going to put the menus on dishes? We'll have to find out. Anyway, Joyce, what do you think? You mean like, oh, she already held it up.
Mm-hmm.
Like this menu on here, on this dish. I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. Maybe we should give them that idea, though. It might be good to have their menus on plates sitting around.
And the game room, where it meets, is a friendly, relaxed space where we can speak openly about disappointments, but just as importantly, share what we do enjoy about our dining experience. It's a great chance to speak up, be heard, ask questions, and brainstorm new ways together that will help shape a better dining experience for all.
Yes, by Jove, I think you've got it. Together. Remember, that's the key ingredient. We can make every meal something to look forward to for every person if we work together. Again, write this down. Please join us Friday, July 25th at 2 p.m. in the game room for the very first
Dish on Dining. We can't wait. Then on Monday, July 8th, only 7 days away, there is a hot off the grill Wittenberg on display. Sorry, folks, this is for Wittenberg residents only. Call 3590 to reserve your spot. The menu is in the July dining packet. I can't wait to see all my neighbors and meet any new residents at Wittenberg. It will be a great time for all of us. Maybe we should take some fans with us. Remember, that's on Monday the 28th. Seriously now, if you haven't looked at the entire July dining packet, there's a lot more information besides what we've mentioned, including menus and other information you need to know, such as decoding processed foods. So for now, we will move along to a different topic.
Yes. And let's see, I need everybody to take a minute here and take a deep breath and close your eyes and think way back to summers during your childhood. Do you remember seeing big, colorful signs on churchyards inviting children to attend Bible school or camp? Did you always want to attend Bible camp in the summer as a kid, but never got the chance? Say yes, yes. Well, open your eyes and listen up. Now you can. Seaman Memorial Evangelical Lutheran Church invites you to attend theirs. It reminds me of when I attended one being held in an old converted small firehouse. My most vibrant memory is of marching around the congregation on the closing night with all the parents and other relatives watching while we sang "Onward, Christian Soldiers" and waved our Christian flags. Well, I'm not sure it's like that today, but it should still be a memorable experience. And now there are only 3 days left of the Bible camp that occurs from 1:30 to 3 p.m. on Mondays. Today, July 21st, July 28th, and Monday, August 4th. Last 3. This is your last chance then, this year, to hear exciting Bible stories and have all the fun and music you missed as a child or would like to experience again. All just steps away from you in Seaman Chapel. Hope to see you there. And wait a minute, I just thought of something. Do you recognize where we are filming today? You want to tell them?
Well, it's Wittenberg, our local, not dining room, meeting area.
Lobby, yeah.
Lobby, yeah.
Yeah, with nice chairs and everything.
It's very comfortable. Got a TV down here. You can watch TV. There's a fireplace you can turn on in the wintertime, which makes it nice. Yeah. All that stuff.
Okay, they need to come visit sometime if they have friends over here.
I've got to check my calendar, by the way. Do you know that the Seaman Memorial Chapel or Prayer Chapel is open 24 hours each day, except when something special is scheduled? That makes it available for private prayer and meditation when you feel the need. Both chapels are very quiet and serene places to pray and have some quiet time with God, and we all need that, especially if you have decisions to make, maybe feeling out of sorts, or not your usual self. Try it sometime.
Now, have you thought about doing some creative writing during the summer? That class will be meeting at 3:15, which is a time change, on Tuesdays in the Creative Arts Room for about an hour or so. It will certainly inspire you to do some writing. See more information in the Aspire catalog. And the next meeting is actually tomorrow, Tuesday, July 22nd. It is a great class that really stretches your imagination and develops your creative writing skills. That class was what inspired me to write the fable that you may have seen being read about Max the Wonder Dog, which was titled actually Max the Ferocious Barking Dog. It's called Max the Wonder Dog on YouTube if you want to visit it again. You also have the opportunity to share your work with others in the class, but you don't have to. It's a volunteer basis to write, to read to everybody what you wrote. Now to Joyce, who loves the arts as well as gardening.
Betty, there are also other artistic or creative classes listed in that same catalog that residents might enjoy. So everyone should spend time looking through it to see what interests them. In fact, I'm positive that there's something that will appeal to everyone. Be sure to check them out. Now we go on to some other topics our friends living here may be interested in. In case you didn't know, MMC Land Company continues to work at Passavant in July and in August. The schedule, including the jobs being done, may interest you, especially if you are a pet owner or have allergies yourself. Where can you find this information?
In the Life and Times, of course.
With that in mind, do you enjoy being outdoors? Please notice the 3 garden areas around the ALC, which have a variety of beautiful blooming plants at this time. Volunteers are still needed to help keep them beautiful for the rest of the summer. Call Tony Baldwin at 724-272-2353 for details and how to help with the watering or weeding. Not only will you be beautifying our community for all to see, you'll also be getting some exercise that we all need. It's an added bonus.
Yes, and walking dogs is good for both also. You get to see all the foliage here at Passavant. So when driving or walking on Burgess, for instance, try to notice the quiet, shady, serene park with sidewalks and benches next to New Haven Court. Anyone can use it. Also notice all the hydrangeas along Burgess Drive, as well as the back of the building, and the flowers all in bloom under the high apartments, and even on the balconies and patios of the apartments on Burgess Drive. Make sure you drive slow and be careful of walkers. We do have a lot of those, especially with dogs. And you probably will see Max because he likes to bark at cars sometime and walkers. We're working on that. He's a work in progress. If you explore all our campus streets, you will also see many raised garden boxes displaying a beautiful assortment of flowers and vegetables. I saw one raised garden just overflowing with rhubarb and others with tomatoes.
Well, God has certainly blessed us to send so many gardeners here on our campus that make walking, biking, and driving around so pleasant. Some even share the bounty from their gardens, and
They do it right, too.
And now, here's an update for next Ladies' Night Out. It'll be Wednesday, August 13th in Shoal at 5 p.m. for social time and 5:30 dinner or supper, depending on where you were raised. Call Trudy at 724-609-1943 to make a reservation.
You know, I'm from Virginia, and we always called it dinner. And our noon meal, we called lunch. Where are you from, Joyce, and what did you all call it?
I'm from Toledo, Ohio, and we called dinner supper.
Okay, there are a lot of people here that do that. So be sure to sign up for Ladies' Night Out at the greeter's desk in the lobby of the Abundant Life Building on Monday, August 4th or Tuesday, August 5th. Or you can call Trudy Manzo at 724-609-1943 with questions or cancellations even. Then watch Life and Times, Channel 900, and upcoming Monday Madness for more details. Remember, there are only 2 days to reserve your spot for Ladies' Night Out, so don't forget.
Now this next item will certainly make you hot to trot to the Gently Used shop at the very end of Main Street, down our Main Street Hall. They carry almost anything you might want or need, from clothing to jewelry, knickknacks to household goods and bedding. Gently Used will now be open Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays during the summer. 3 days a week instead of 2. That's remarkable since other groups are taking a summer break.
Right you are, Joyce. But I understand that donations of gently used clothing and other items will still only be taken on Tuesday and Thursdays. They have oodles of great buys on hand that have brand names like Alfred Dunner, Simply Vera, Liz Claiborne, only to name a few. The top I'm wearing is an Alfred Dunner creation. You might want to volunteer to work there just so you are the first to see all the new items being donated and have first choice at them. If so, call Linda Shanka at 724-636-5790. Again, call Linda Shanka at 724-636-5790. Also, keep in mind that profits from the Gently Used shop benefit our benevolence fund here at Passivant.
Ditto for our Passivant Auxiliary gift shop, where you can also find a treasure of things for yourself or for gifts. It's located at the opposite end of the building across from the reception desk. It's never too early to get a jump start on Christmas or birthday gifts.
No, I've already bought some.
Oh my! Because usually if you don't buy it when you see it, someone else will get it and you lose it.
That's right.
They're open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Mondays through Fridays, and they carry a wide assortment of merchandise, suitable for all ages, I might add. There are unique gifts, jewelry, and even toothpaste, dog treats, soap, crayons, and pens. If you can't find something you are looking for, just ask Nancy Fleming, the manager, and she'll try to get it for you.
She's really good at
Yes. Please try our awesome, cool gift shop before driving to a store in the summer heat.
You are right, Joyce. I'd been looking for a floppy hat to wear when I walked Max and couldn't find one. I don't think my old one got moved up to the apartment with me. I don't know who has it now. But anyway, so I walked in there the other day. I'd already driven somewhere else when I went grocery shopping and looked for it, and they didn't have one. So I walked in there, and bingo, like magic, there was one I liked, up on a shelf, on a rack. Needless to say, it's not there now. So if someone else was thinking about it, it's gone. Sorry, but there was one that was made a little different, so they still do have at least one other floppy hat.
The gift shop also needs volunteers. If you're interested, contact Nancy Fleming at 724-709-1399. Did you know that the profits from the gift shop go to our own auxiliary, who uses these profits to purchase items to help all of us? The most recent I'm thankful for is the automatic door going into the swimming pool.
Mine too, because when using a walker, a cane, a scooter, or wheelchair, any assistance in walking and carrying towels or a pool bag, it is so nice not to have to struggle with that heavy door and risk losing our balance or falling down. All we do now is push a button and the door magically opens. Please thank any members of the auxiliary you know or meet for the good they do. I've experienced that problem. It would be really helpful to have a magic door to the locker rooms also. They're not quite as heavy as the pool door, but they are difficult to open also. Hint, hint, we don't want to wait for someone to fall and be rushed to ER. So if the auxiliary person is listening, please try to go for it.
And now a reminder to check the Life and Times for opportunities to learn or play several games such as bridge, poker, canasta, and more. Also, note that Mahjong will be taking a break during the summer. Remember to check out Wittenberg activities listed in Life and Times for even more opportunities to include games you enjoy.
Did you go to the last game night at Scholl?
No, I didn't make it.
So sorry. Please go to the next one. It was loads of fun. And a whole bunch of us that were there are praying that the powers that be will organize another game night soon, since the last one was a huge success and loads of fun again. Hint, hint. I mentioned this in the last 2 Monday Madnesses I did. No response. So whoever's out there listening, please try to start another game night. Thank you. Maybe we could check to see what activities Wittenberg has too, since we are here today. Just remember that any Passavant resident may attend Wittenberg activities or events except those that are labeled Wittenberg residents only. To reserve your place on the attendance list or get information, call Arlene Mawhinney at 724-452-3681. I repeat, you don't have to live at Wittenberg to attend their activities unless it is labeled Wittenberg residents only.
Whether you live at Wittenberg or not, just remember, there's an entire page of resident opportunities at Wittenberg listed in Life and Times. Now here's a quick recap. Be sure to check if something is for Wittenberg residents only. On Sunday, the Wittenberg Activity Room holds a worship service at 10:45 each Sunday, and Holy Communion is distributed on the second and fourth Sundays. There's a duplicate bridge game on Tuesdays at 12 noon. Reserve your spot with Rosemary Shirley or call her text at 412-330-0136. Breakfast Club on Mondays at 8:30 a.m. if you can get up that early. It's in 219. Call Paul Cherupin to let him know you're going to be coming. Bingo Wednesdays at 6:30 in the activity room. And on Friday night, we have a movie. This July 25th, it's featuring The Intern, and it's held in the activity room.
Also, don't forget to check out one or more of the upcoming 17 Aspire wellness trips listed in the Aspire catalog between now and December. Be sure to sign up for these trips before they are full as soon as possible. Where? In the fitness center. I'm sure there is something there that appeals to all of you. Hopefully there are still openings for trips you are interested in. So don't wait, or it will be too late. Sign up at the fitness or with Brian Damaska at 724-453 3677. Now, a recap of a few trips for you to think about. The details, of course, are in Aspire. Every Tuesday, there's a trip to Walmart and Giant Eagle. Every first Friday a month, a trip to Walmart again. This one's on July 24th, I'm sorry.
One time only.
Yeah, this is a one-time only trip. The Mattress Factory, which is actually a contemporary art museum. We need to figure out why it's called the Mattress Factory. It's at 11 a.m. again, July 24th. And then on July 29th, Clearview Mall at 10 a.m.
Are you missing your home church, which is now far away? Remember, there are 5 Sunday worship services on campus, plus some other meetings during the week that you can attend. You will be welcome to each one. All are listed in Life and Times, and here is a quick recap.
First of all, Seaman Memorial Church invites you to choose from 3 services, and the service at New Haven Court is 9:15 a.m., which will suit you early risers for sure. Then, the Seaman Chapel service, which is also broadcast live. It's live, so you can also watch it on your TV on channel 900 at 10:30 a.m. And last but not least, especially for those who like to sleep in a bit, Wittenberg Place service starts at 10:45 a.m. Each of the 3 congregations look forward to meeting and welcoming new people. So come and experience a powerful service filled with worship, prayer, music, and fellowship. They also have a Holy Communion the 2nd and 4th Sunday each month. In addition, special funeral, memorial, and other services can also be scheduled there. Contact Pastor Frida at extension 3594 to schedule something. Another plus, if your sleep schedule changes, you can alternate between services.
There are other worship services here at Passavant in addition to Lutheran. Our residents are of many faiths. Therefore, there are other worship opportunities on campus as well as in nearby communities. All are listed on page 2 of the Life and Times, and we'll mention a few just now.
That being said, Seaman Chapel is also home to the Passavant Community Gathering, a non-denominational worship service whose motto is adding years to life through Christ. You are invited to join them in singing your favorite hymns, old and new, and also hear the scriptures from various local pastors who provide touching and Christ-centered messages. They meet at 2 p.m. and they meet at 2 p.m. the 4th and 2nd Sundays of the month. The upcoming services on July 27th are with Pastor Ken Wilson and August 10th with Pastor Lisa Griffin. And most of you know our Pastor Susie, and she is involved in that, and she is on schedule to preach other times. Then we have Catholic confessions and Mass that are held at several times and locations. So check page 2 of Life and Times for that information.
Thank you again for watching this edition of Monday Morning Madness. Remember, each Monday you can hear it at 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 12 p.m., 6 p.m., and 10 p.m. Those are times that should work for everyone's sleep schedule. You can also find all the info mentioned on the Channel 900 slides in Life and Times or the Aspire catalog available in the Fitness Center. Monday Madness can also be watched day or night on YouTube. Just go to YouTube on your phone or computer and search for Passavant. As I've said before, there is something for everyone living here at Passavant. Enjoy, learn, or be inspired in Aspire catalog. Please continue to watch Channel 900 throughout the week for daily updates or cancellations which are broadcast. And we're always looking for individuals who would like to read these amounts. If you're interested, stop by Media Services office next to the creamery and speak to Owen, the handsome young dude with the black hair. Yay! There's also a sign-up sheet on his door when he's not available. So just that you know, Monday Madness is recorded ahead of time, so be sure to watch 900 for any new information and cancellations that arise after its broadcast. Here's a recap of events and classes taking a spring break and continuing. The first class is taking a summer break, classical music. A great time to check out what's available in our library. Mahjong break, and that will last until fall. Great chance to gather some friends to play.
Yeah.
Canasta will resume on August 7th. Love Canasta. Great chance to gather friends to play again. And the Pathfinder book clubs. This is a really good time to read books from our library. See the new library book updates in Life and Times.
Yeah, there's a lot of them when you look at the list. Next are summer clubs and events that you can join during the summer. They are not taking a summer break. Most have details in the July 14th Life and Times or the Aspire catalog. Pokino. No, I messed it up again. Every time I try to say it right, I say it wrong. I even wrote it out Key. Anyway, August 15th at 3 p.m. in the game room. And it is similar to bingo, is what someone told me. Then there's Busy Hands, Monday, July 21st, 1 p.m., and Wednesday, July 23rd at 6 p.m. So they have an early afternoon session and then a early evening, I guess we'd say, session. And that's in the Creative Arts Room. And those ladies really enjoy sitting there and knitting or crocheting or whatever they're doing, needlework. They all do something different practically. But they have a good time of talking while they're doing it and being social. And then we have bingo, Monday today. That's today, July 21st at 2 p.m. in Shoal for past event residents only. Cash prizes. The cost is $15, which covers 6 cards, snacks, and drinks. Then the creative writing class I was telling you about that I take is on Tuesdays, beginning July 22nd at 3:15 in the Creative Arts Room. And you will see a different time probably in other publications, but for the summer it's at 3:15. Next, we have poker, for those of you that like to do that, and it's going to be July 23rd, 7 p.m. in the game room. And for information on that one, you can call 724-513-8194. Again, it's Anthony, 724-513-8194. And guitarist Tony Barge is coming back on Wednesday, July 23rd, 1:30 p.m. in Shoal. We have a drawing class, if you didn't know that, and it's on Wednesday, July 23rd, from 9:30 in the morning to 11 a.m., again, in the Creative Arts Room. Now, some of you had missed having the History Hobo. He's back for Highways to History, and he'll be here Thursday, July 24th at 1 p.m. in Shoal. Did you know there's a French club? Thursdays, July 24th, 11 a.m. Where? In the Creative Arts Room. Then we have somebody new, I think they're new. Instrumental concert, this is, with Ann Baker and David Sinclair. They're on a bassoon and a viola. That's one I always try to say wrong, too. And that's on July 27th at 1 p.m. in Shoal. Nick Nakora, he was an American Idol contestant, and he's going to be here on Wednesday, July 30th at 1 p.m. in Shoal. And what does he do? He performs old favorites from performers such as Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Tony Bennett. I know that will be a really enjoyable concert to go to. And as always, we still have ukulele lessons Wednesday, August 6th, 11 a.m. in the music room. Yakety yak, don't talk back. Again, that's on August 13th at 10 a.m. in the music room. I wonder why they meet in the music room. Does their yakety yak sound like music to their ears? Ladies' night out again on Wednesday, August 13th in Shoal, 5 p.m. social time, 5:30 the dinner. Call Trudy at 724-609-1943. Then there's a painting class on Mondays from 10 a.m. to 12 in the Creative Arts Room, and you can register for this in the fitness center. Tai Chi class, Tuesdays, 10 to 10:45, and that's in the fitness aerobics room. Register in the fitness center. Bridge opportunities, page 9 in Life and Times. Hi, y'all. You're welcome to be in here.
That's good. Now the Passion Bay Community Gathering, 2 p.m., Seaman Chapel on Sunday, July 27th. Pastor Ken Wilson will be preaching. August 10th, Lisa Griffin. August 24th, Pastor Jim Gascoigne. All are welcome. Catholic confessions are heard 10 a.m. on August 7th, and Mass will be at 10:30 in Seaman Chapel. Father Jim will be here. Abundant Life's Men Fellowship is on August 8th at 2:30 in the game room. NAMI, N-A-M-I, Family Support Group will be meeting on August 12th, that's a Tuesday, at 5:30 p.m. They'll be in the Beatitudes. For more information, call 724-431-0069.
Excuse me a minute. In case you folks don't know, the Beatitudes room is sort of behind Lisa and Laura's office down that little hall.
You can find it. We also need some volunteers. On Sundays, we need someone to assist with the sound system for Shoal on weekends. Training will be provided. Contact Kathy Reed at 724-453-5414. We also need someone to read Monday Madness, which records Wednesday before it shows. Contact Owen in the media room. There's also a sign-up sheet on his door if he's not there.
Max, Joyce, Owen, and I hope you enjoy using all this news, as it's been a pleasure for us to bring it to you. Just remember, you can also find this information and more in the current Life and Times, on slides that are on Channel 900, and can see and listen to Monday Madness again on YouTube at any time, day or night. Now, here is a nugget of wisdom for us to think about that I always give you. We make a living by what we get. We make a life by what we give. So, adios till next time. Betty Allen, Joyce Thornton, Owen, and Max the Wonder Dog signing off.
Wait, Betty. Why is Max called the Wonder Dog?
That's a good question, Joyce. I have to think about that. If any of you in our audience think you know why, please send me, Betty Allen, a note by campus mail or leave a message at 724-452-2367. And don't be alarmed by my singing message for you to leave a message that my oldest son did. And I will be tabulating the responses and report the findings at the Monday Madness airing August 4th. Max and I are looking forward to hearing from you, and I'm sure all of you have different kinds of thoughts on why he's called Max the Wonder Dog. So please tune in next week for another Monday Madness.
Thanks
for watching.